Hi guys, how are you? Well, if you've not been to my channel before and you just clicked on this because it said attitude, getting older, and you're interested, thank you for being here, and I really hope that you will stay for this video. I also would ask you to please subscribe to my channel. That little red thing, it's free. Nothing's going to happen to you. If you ring the very top bell, that just means you're going to get an email saying, hey, Leady's put out a new video. Would you like to come and check it out? And then, of course, a thumbs up and join in on the conversation. I'd love to have you on board. And my regular subscribers, thank you guys. I really appreciate your support each and every day. I really do. Thank you. Okay, well, attitude, growing older. How do you stay relevant? Everybody's searching on YouTube. Like, how do we do that as we go, as I say, our turns around the sun, right? Yeah, around the sun. Okay, well, you know, I hear so many people say, now these are my opinions and my thought about age. And the reason I wanted to talk about it is I often get really nice compliments from a lot of people that come on, and there, you guys can see them in the little comment section. Oh, you look so young, you don't look your age. Thank you. I do appreciate that. For those of you that don't know me, I'm going to be 71 in May. And I'm very grateful for that because you know what? A lot of my friends haven't made it to 71. A lot of my friends didn't even make it to 65. So I'm very grateful for that. But everybody says age is just a number. Age is just a number. I disagree. We definitely need that number to get, well, to go in and have your first beer, right? Like in Canada, that's 19. The US is 21. You needed to get your driver's license. You needed to to vote. You needed to get your pension check. Old age security. Yes, we need that number. But I'll tell you why I think age is an attitude. And the reason that I really, really believe it is because I want you guys just to stop and think for a minute. Do you have any friends that are, say, 15, 20 years younger than you? We're not going to mention any names. And they act like they're really old. Like you go, sometimes, and I'm not referring to somebody that we call an old soul. I'm not referring to that. I'm just genuinely talking about a person that is like 20 years younger than maybe me that acts really old. Like sometimes even older than I am. So that's why I believe it's an attitude. And when you start looking on YouTube, and now one of the women that I absolutely love watching, and when I grow up, I'm going to be just like her, is Sandra Hart. Sandra, now I mean, I shouldn't have to say ages, but I'm going to say their ages because I love their attitudes. I'm not there because of their age. I'm there because of their attitude. Sandra's just turned 82. She's got an unbelievable history and stories. I love her attitude. She's inspiring. She is relevant today. And she is because she has decided to be all of that, okay? Nobody gave her a badge. Nobody said, oh, you know, this is what it is. She's doing this because she decided to do it. I'm going to put the links of these women down below, okay? Another one that I admire is Margaret Manning. Margaret is 72. She's got a huge channel. She's got like almost, I think, 130,000 subscribers. And she is totally relevant. She's a totally relevant individual. She talks about anything and everything. She's got a huge following. She supports a lot of women. She's got a blog. She interviews people. She's fabulous. So I love her because she's relevant and she's decided to be relevant. She's made herself so. Nobody did it for her. Okay, so now somebody that a lot of you may know, You know what? I could not find her on YouTube, but she's on Instagram, and that is Irish Ethel. I think I said it correct. She's 99 years old. Okay, but you guys know her, the one with the big red glasses. No, I'm not talking about Sally Raphael. Actually, that's the first woman I ever knew with glasses on. But Iris wears them too, and she wears all these really funky pieces of jewelry. I think that's where I get it from, because I thought, you know what? Little things like this, people don't expect that from somebody that's older. Ooh, I don't even like using that word. I mean, it's a reality, but yes, I like a little bit of funk and style. All right, so I'm going to put her link down below just so you can see how relevant she is staying. Now, I know she's getting a lot more help than, you know, some people may. I mean, 99, what the heck do you expect? But check her out. And then the other one, she's really new to YouTube. I think she's only been on for a year. And that is Linda Roy. She's a friend. She's somebody that I love to follow on YouTube. And it's because she's got sass. She always says, welcome to the Sassy family. How did she get to use, Linda, how did you get that? I love that. I mean, we've always used that word sassy. I never ever thought of linking it to my channel somehow. But anyway, she's super sassy and I absolutely adore her. And now I'm thinking, I'm not sure how old Linda is. I don't know, she could be 55. Linda, I have no idea. I'm really sorry. Maybe 6. I have no idea. But you know, I love her because she's relevant. She makes herself so. She's decided to do it. And she's got the great attitude and she is sassy. So what am I saying? Well, I'm saying that we have a choice. You know, society, I know we always look back and we go, oh my gosh, you know what? When my mother was my age, I mean, you know, women my age were older women. Well, times have changed. I don't even think the younger generation thinks that much about us being that old. I hope not anyway. So what do? Okay, well, you know what? I think it's really important as we get older and we retire that you don't stop learning, all right? Do something new all the time. Have an open mind. Don't be afraid of the unknown. I mean, you know, what's the first people say? Oh my gosh, lady, I couldn't do what you're doing. No, that is not true at all. That is not true. You can't do what I'm doing because you decided not to try. You don't want to try. You're really not interested. And it just would be a lot easier if somebody else does it. Don't tell me you can't do it. You can if you decide. Have you ever thought about things in life? You go, wow, once I make a decision to do it, I'm going to do it. Well, you need to do the same thing when you get older. You make a decision on what you're going to focus on. Yes, life happens. You know what? We all get dealt crap sometimes. I'm going to get out of it, but we can. Focus on the resolve rather than the problem. Identify the problem and what can you do about it? Who can you get to help you to get out of it? There's always a way out. I say to my girls, this is one of my favorite sayings. My oldest daughter, Christina, she uses it often. She says, well, my mom told me, you know what? You know how the saying goes, if 2 doors closes, 1 door opens. Well, let me tell you something. When 3 doors close, look for an open window. You can get out, okay? So it's all about our attitude. I'm never afraid to learn something new, even when I think it's overwhelming. Breathe. How can I do this? I am never think that, oh, you know what? I'm too old to listen to a younger person or even hang out with a younger. I love hanging around younger people and learning from them. I mean, they can teach us so much. I make sure that I'm trying not to embarrass my kids. Okay, that's a rule because I do some crazy things sometimes, but I try never to embarrass my kids. So I really try to stay focused on the positive things in my life. You know, if you go around through life saying, poor me, my life isn't right. Oh, poor me, this and that. That's exactly what it's going to be. Because you will be what you think you are. Okay, so, and I know that's hard to do when you're not well. I'm there. I have stuff. And some days are really hard. but I need to stay focused on putting myself above that. And I get really excited that, hey, I'm 71 and I'm still relevant. But you know what? I make it so. I do it myself. Now, I have a book that oh my gosh, I think this one, I am not sure. Oh, I can't remember when the last edition of this one was. Anyway, it's in here. I should have looked before I started talking. Anyway, The Power of the Subconscious Mind. I so believe in this. Okay? It's like I said, if you think you're not going to achieve something, if you think you can't do it, if you think you're not well, if you think the world's against you, if you think it's all bad, believe me, that's exactly how it's going to be, because you have already decided so. Have you ever had this moment? Have you ever been in the kitchen? And I relate to the kitchen because this is where it happens to me. You ever been in the kitchen, you're putting things away, and then all of a sudden something slips and you go, oh, I better be careful, I'm going to break something. And lo and behold, like 5 minutes later, it friggin' drops and shatters into 1,000 pieces. Have you had that moment? Well, you know what? You totally set it up. When I have a moment like that, and believe me, I go, oh, retract. No, nothing's going to break. Everything's good. Everything's good. Retract that thought. And I do that all the time, and I do it often. I have to correct my thought process. And this is how I control my attitude about life, about what I want to do, where I want to go. I want to stay sassy. I want to have a great attitude. I'm going to link one of my videos. A lot of you may not have seen it. It's about 3 minutes. It's a little jingle that I wrote myself before my 65th birthday about getting older. And I think I figured it out right about then. It's all about attitude. Actually, I might have figured it out a little bit earlier than then. Probably way earlier. But anyway, I made sure that it really stayed here. And I wrote this little jingle, and I want you guys to go to it and check it out. And it goes off. 65 is come and gone. You say retire, about to expire. Hush your mouth, why don't you inspire? Social media, you've crushed me to the core, but you will not shut my door. Okay, you want to hear the rest of it? You got to go check out the video. Okay, so let's start on a bit of a journey. I think I'm going to continue some of this conversation in some other videos. I certainly want to share with you guys what I'm doing to get better health as I go along. And I would highly recommend that if you don't own a book like this, that you get something to get your headspace in the right space. I'll put the links for this down below. Make sure you pay attention. There's a link for US and a link for Canada. Okay, well, having said all of that, I had a whole bunch of stuff that I was going to discuss with you guys. Look, you guys, challenge yourself. I don't care how old you are, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, Sandra, 80. I don't have to tell her, she's already doing it. Challenge yourself. Don't be afraid to learn something new, and love yourself and say, hey, you know what? I can do this. In fact, I'm going to do it. Love you guys.